Hi guys, I'm Albert and here I have the Hewlett-Packard Pavilion X2. So this is a 10-inch tablet by HP. It has an Intel Atom processor. It's a quad-core with a clock speed of 1.3 GHz and up to 1.8 GHz with Turbo Boost. It comes with 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage. So these are pretty standard specs for a tablet which costs around 300 euros. I've been using this device for 2 weeks now, and HP has sent it to me to test it for WP Area DE. By the way, this is a Windows Phone blog, a German, where I work, and if you happen to be from Germany or happen to talk German at all, I'd suggest to visit WP Area DE. I will link the site in the description so you can check it out. So let's now talk about the design, which is really important when talking about an HP device, because they have not really been known for good designs in the past. So their tablets and notebooks have basically been always thick and heavy and ugly and round, and they have never had a great taste in design, I must admit. But this one really impresses me. This is really a great design, really well thought, and this just is amazing. So on the back we have this HP logo, which is cut out from the polycarbonate housing. The polycarbonate is actually quite okay, so it's not the premium feel you get on a Lumia smartphone, for example, but it's really good, and it's matte, so it has this matte finish, and it is actually quite thin. So from the bottom to the top it is getting thinner. And on the front you have these front speakers actually. So these are stereo speakers, and if this Hewlett-Packard logo wasn't on the top left of the device, you would say that this is a bigger version of the NVIDIA Shield tablet. So actually this really resembles NVIDIA's tablet, and I think that HP has not copied but heavily been inspired by NVIDIA's design philosophy. Talking about the design, I want to just show you the ports here. Here we have the micro USB charging port, the USB port, the HDMI out port, and the micro SD card slot. Here's the Windows button and the volume rockers, and on the top we have this on-off button. And on the other side you have this 3.5mm headphone jack. So that's about it. So this was the design of the tablet. Let's now take a look at this flip cover. So as you can see, it has this kind of kickstand, which is magnetic actually, so it attaches to the back of the device. So you can connect it via this magnet at the bottom. So you can see here, here's the port, and just connect it like this. So this works pretty good. And then you have this magnet attaching to the back of the device. So basically you can have two kickstand angles. So here's the first one. So this goes to a maximum of here, but when it's down here you can't use the keyboard because the magnetic connector is loose. And you can go up here, so here's the second magnet, I think. Yeah, that's like this. And then you have like this kickstand angle, which is pretty comfortable. So let's take a look at performance and software. So this is of course a low-end tablet, so you can't expect all the programs Windows offers are able to run, but looking at the programs in the Windows Store, you can basically run every one of them. So Metro apps will run fluid and without any problem. As you can see with the weather app, it starts pretty fast, and it should start at least, and this is no problem. And even games like Halo and GTA San Andreas and Riptide GP2 run without any problem. So this is really not a big deal for the tablet. But since it is a Windows tablet, you can of course run desktop apps too, so these traditional Windows apps like CCleaner and Minecraft and games from Steam, GTA 4 for example. You can just play everything and use Photoshop and Premiere Pro, but I won't guarantee that these programs will actually run. So you can install Photoshop, that's possible, but you can't really use it. So you can take an HD image, which is 1280 with 800, and put a watermark on it. So this is what you can do with Photoshop. But don't expect this tablet to be 3D modeling or developing apps with Visual Studio or playing games like GTA 4. I have seen someone playing GTA 4 on this tablet, but I must say that it was really not a great experience. You can play GTA San Andreas when you set the settings down, so the traditional version of GTA San Andreas, and you can also do play Minecraft. I will add some footage later, and you can do these kind of things. Not really impressively good, but you can do them. This is a tablet you will more or less carry around in your bag, edit Office documents on it, like Word documents and PowerPoints, and browse the web, Skype with friends, write emails. So this is great for these kind of tasks you would actually expect from a tablet. It does everything of this great except like the front camera is really bad. So actually it only has a front camera. It doesn't have a camera on the back. And the experience Skyping is okay, but it's not the really best compared to a Surface 2, for example. So the front cam there is really much better, so it's a really big difference. Let's now talk about the screen. Actually, the screen is not the highest resolution display. It has an HD display, so this is 1280 with 800, and this is not really impressive in regard of the display resolution and pixel density. But I must say that the display has really surprised me. So you can actually see pixels when looking at the live tiles and the smaller fonts here, but you can still read them, so this is okay. But what really impresses me about the screen is actually the color reproduction. When you look at it, you can see that these colors are all bright and they're realistic and natural and well saturated. And this is really impressive for a tablet that costs around 300 euros. Even the blacks are impressive for an IPS display. And I must say that the blacks are better than on my 2011 MacBook Pro, which is an i7 version. So this is like 1/10 of the price of the MacBook, and it has still a really good screen, actually comparable to the MacBook screen. Uh, Battery life. Battery life is okay. You get around 8 hours browsing the web, watching videos, playing some games, and editing Office documents. So this is actually quite good. So what impressed me about the battery life of this tablet is that you can just close the lid, turn off the display, and leave it for 3 days. Then you open it up and you lost like 10% on a maximum. So this is really impressive. So you just open it up, and 3 days later you still have enough battery to just check your mails and edit some documents, or even make a call on Skype. So this is really good, and this has really impressed me actually. This is really good for a tablet. So Windows tablets have never been monsters in regard of battery life, and this isn't too. 8 hours from a tablet is not impressive, just compared to the iPad or Nexus 9, so they have really other dimensions of battery life. So overall, I really think that this device is great. I wouldn't expect to play LoL or World of Warcraft or any of today's games like Assassin's Creed Unity or GTA 5 when it's coming out, so you won't be able to do this. But if you're searching for a tablet under 300 euros, and I hope that HP will lower the price from 319 euros to under 300, then this is really a great device. So you should really think about it and consider it when buying a 10-inch tablet.